So today this Bitcoin meetup will involve playing some games and also learning about the history of money and how the Bitnob app works, and you'll get to learn the benefit of onboarding to the Bitcoin standard rather than staying on the fiat standard, which personally I know for a fact doesn't have your best interests at heart as a Kenyan. So you'll find out how you can off-ramp from M-Pesa to buy Bitcoin for either for your personal use to save or even do business with. So at this point in time, I would like to introduce a lady I've been working with. She also lives in and works in Mombasa but in Kilifi, to just say hi, and then she'll introduce, from there I'll introduce Wale from the Bitnob team to introduce his team.
I'm a very enthusiastic person when it comes to Bitcoin. I won't talk much about it. I just got into the rabbit hole and I never left. And I hope we can get to interact, get to know each other, and get to spread the gospel of Bitcoin.
Mambo, Abi, right? I was asking him that, so how do I say this? Since when you say Mambo, it makes you look cool. So I hope I'm looking cool. Hello everyone, nice to be in Mombasa, nice to be in Kenya. It's my first time in the country, and I think the most interesting part so far is the weather switch. So when we were in Nairobi, we were complaining that it was cold. We didn't have to use any AC or anything like that. But coming to Mombasa is a different story altogether. My name is Wale Oshidendi. I'm CEO for Bitnob. I'm excited to be here today to show you what Bitcoin can do and what Bitnob can do as well, in ensuring that we give freedom to Africans, freedom to Kenyans, and that's why we're really here today. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. So we'll laugh, we'll talk, we'll gist, we'll win stuff. A lot of people will go home with some dollars and satoshis and all of that. So it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm not here alone. I'm here with other team members. 4 of us came over from Nigeria. So I want them to come forward to introduce themselves as well, and then we'll take it from there. Please let me welcome them. So there's Cynthia, there's Lillian, and there's Nelly. So they say it to us. Welcome. Mambo.
Hi everyone, hope you're good. Why not smiling? What's going on? Is it the weather? Anyway, my name is Cynthia. I head the legal and compliance team at Bitnob.
Hi everyone, so nice to have you all here. My name is Lillian. I head the finance team here at Bitnob. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Lenny. I'm the guy who built this. I'm the software engineer.
So Bitcoin is the reason that I'm married, right? So my husband started he bought Bitcoin when it was maybe $100 to one Bitcoin, I think, just way back 2007 or 2008. And then, so I'm from Nigeria and I'm from the Igbo tribe. So the Igbo tribe, the bride price is outrageous. It has yams, like 1,000 yams. The only thing you're not giving the bride's parents is a house. You're giving motorcycle. You're giving heaven and earth just to marry, just because you fell in love, right? Anyway, so this was 2019, and then my husband sold that Bitcoin he bought for around $100 something. I think it had gone up to almost $5,000, almost $56,000 at the time. And then we sold that and we had like an amazing one. So that's my Bitcoin story. So who wants to share theirs? The first time I heard about Bitcoin. So thanks to Bitcoin, we're Robin Single. What's your name? How old are you? You're so cute.
10.
So when did you hear about Bitcoin? When was the first time you heard about Bitcoin? When was the first time you heard about Bitcoin? Oh, just now. Please give her a t-shirt. Oh. So who else wants to go?
Hi guys, my name is Elisha Sharma. I'm a tech enthusiast. I've been working from home for the last 5 years. So speaking of Bitcoin, once I finished high school, I decided to go home and start doing everything at the comfort of my home. I did not choose to do that. It's my parents who forced me to do that because of my medical conditions. They say now that I have epilepsy, they don't want to see me outside. Anytime I tried leaving the gate, the watchman had to call my parents and report it. So it's like I was in a prison which was having freedom. So because of those issues of having a case every afternoon because of the leaving the house, I asked myself, how can I make money when I'm in that bedroom or sitting room, not leaving the house? So all I did, I went to the internet with the phone and did research on how to work from home. And then one thing we saw was Bitcoin mining. So all we did, I started to do some jobs online, like referrals, to get some cash, which I would use to build the mining rig. And after a year, I was successful in building the Bitcoin mining rig, because all it took is to get a computer from Nairobi and put it in the sitting room, connect it to the Wi-Fi in the sitting room, and put the balcony doors open to build the rig. And then okay, now because I saw that I had a stream of income which just needed 5 minutes of my hands to set the machine running, and then everything else to be done by the machine, I decided to continue saving up on Bitcoin. And then now I've been liking how I've been getting something for doing nothing. And that's why my shirt is written Bitcoin, because I can't thank you Bitcoin enough for giving me all that without my hands being busy.
Thank you so much. That was such a lovely story. Yeah. So my last question, what's the units of Bitcoin? Yeah, what's the unit of Bitcoin called?
The smallest unit of Bitcoin, Satoshis.
Thank you. The millennials are not left behind. Yeah. Okay. So it's good to be here. Have fun. Yeah. So I'll just hand over the mic to Lynn. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm going to talk about mostly the evolution of money and how did we get here? How did we end up having the money that we have here? What is money? Can anyone answer me what they feel is money for them? Anyone? Or I'll choose randomly also.
Basically, money for me before was just like Kenya citizens. I didn't really think about it. It's just something you need to earn to live and to have a good life, something of that sort. But right now, money to me, with the understanding of Bitcoin, there's some disadvantages that are with the money I used to believe was money, but right now I know with Bitcoin as money to me now is freedom, and it's my own value put forward through time. Yeah.
Another point I have brought that up, child of girls, I remember growing up, I was mostly encouraged, work hard so that you can I wanted to become a chef. Work hard so you can become a chef, and I knew once I became a chef, you can be able to earn money from that. So for me, money was a gateway to opportunities in life. So I knew, I never really understood, but I knew you were supposed to work for this thing that I'm supposed to transfer so that I can be able to get, a good house or a car. That was my perception of money, and probably most of also our perception. When we talk about money, especially as a store of value, there are things that require money to have for you to be a good store of value. And the main one I will start with is scarcity. And growing, you're never really told the reality about money. Money is required to be scarce. And I'm going to go a little bit in depth here. When we talk about fiat is money that can be printed. Whenever you add more of something into a system, it loses value or it is debased. And debasement of anything makes it lose value. For example, I can maybe talk to Kenyans. You have seen that we are having increasing prices of commodities. And maybe I can talk about when I used to live around Mombasa, I used to pay for a cab from Naivas till here at around shillings, I can remember shillings 300. And today coming, the guy told me it's 500 shillings, same distance. And at the same point when I used to stop there, I used to go shop for dresses. There's a lady who used to sell me dresses there, and it used to go for almost around 1,000 shillings. And I went there today just to say hi, asked for prices, and she told me it's 1,500 shillings. And I'm asking her, like, what's the difference? And she was like, you know, the economy is hard, things are getting expensive. But for her, her understanding is it's the things that are getting expensive. No one is asking the question, why are things getting expensive? We are adding more fiat into the system. That is what is happening. And as it increases in supply, eventually, yes, we have inflation. So the other thing about a property of money, it should be durable, it should be able to withstand the test of time. And I will take you back to when we used to use the cowrie shells to trade. And what happens that we stopped using cowrie shells, they were easily accessible from the ocean, and it couldn't stand the test of time. We have immutability that irreversible record of exchange, minimal reliance on trusted third parties. So, money requires, for me, because as per now, I think most of us we are either using fiat. I am personally trying to deviate from fiat completely and get into the Bitcoin standard. And I now understand the importance of not having trusted third parties handling money. Because of one reason, the human factor in money is prone to fraud. When human factor is involved in money, and we can see it throughout history, you remember that if you're a fan of history like I am, I watch lots of historical documentaries, you can see that the gold coins that were used previously, what happened? Kings got greedy. For you to go to war, you needed lots of gold coins. And what they did, they started debasing the coins. So they cut a bit of the coins, and the citizens trusted that our king will never do that, but it was happening, and eventually also other people started doing it. And that's, besides the gold coins, we've also seen with the current fiat standard, we've been through the financial crisis. If you understand, we trusted the banks to take care of our money, and we know where that has led us, and we're just a spiral of, things that are frustrating financially, just because of including trusted third parties in handling of money. So the other properties of money, portability. I don't think I really need to explain that. You really want to move money around easily, and that's why we decided to peg fiat to gold for us to encourage easier movement of money. And acceptability. For you to be able to use money, most people should be able to accept the money. If I have Kenyan shilling and I go with it to Nigeria, for example, can I be able to easily use Kenyan shilling in Nigeria to trade? No. Same case, if you come with Naira here.
I have some Naira.
Yeah?
I have some Naira.
You have some Naira here, but if I wanted to buy something here with Naira, I wouldn't be allowed, unfortunately. So it's important for money to be acceptable everywhere. That's why Visa, MasterCard are global, because they're easily accepted everywhere. And divisibility, that's also easily, you should be able to divide it into small amounts. Fungibility is the ability of money to be able to interchange with something else. That's also an important factor of money. What is fiat? Fiat is basically an IOU. So Kenyan shilling, the way it's back to the dollar, it's an IOU. I am supposed to actually go back to the bank and tell them I want to exchange my Kenyan shilling for the dollar and be able to receive dollar. And unfortunately that doesn't happen, as we have seen. Currently in our country we have a crisis. You can't really, they give you a cap on how much dollar you can be able to get from the bank, and we all know the effect of that. Manufacturers require dollars and they can't be able to access dollars, and it's spiral of everything. So we want to rate fiat. Is fiat a good store of value then? I think fiat is a good store of value.
Because it loses value over time.
Yes, because it loses value over time. The medium of exchange, do you think fiat is a good medium of exchange? But I can't be able to use my Kenyan shilling in Nigeria. Why is that? If it's really a good medium of exchange.
So you got me there.
Yeah, I got you there. Yes. So fiat in your local probably is a good medium of exchange, but outside, is it really a good medium of exchange? I don't think so. Why? Because I'll need to maybe get the dollar if I want to buy anything from outside the country. As a unit of account, so maybe we can give it that. We measure everything in fiat. A white paper was proposed by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009. For those who don't understand what a white paper is, a white paper is just a study done by this pseudo-anonymous person called Satoshi Nakamoto, and they saw everything that is wrong with money. And they thought, they thought, can we make humanity better? So they proposed money that will enable peer-to-peer transfer of value. And I will just go into maybe the properties of Bitcoin. Scarcity. Bitcoin was, so how Bitcoin is, has a fixed cap supply of 21 million. And so in terms of money, Bitcoin fits the store of value narrative. Durability. Bitcoin, okay, I won't really go into that, durability and immutability, but as a medium of exchange, with Bitcoin you can be able to transfer value from here to anywhere in the world. As I was saying, I can't be able to use Naira in your country, but with Bitcoin, if I wanted to buy something from Nigeria, I can just send you Bitcoin and you can ship it to me easily. I wouldn't have to go transfer dollars, talk to my bank, tell them why I need to get US dollar and why it can't be more than 100,000 US dollar. Yes, just transfer easily. Next, as a unit of account. So, as you were told, the smallest denomination of Bitcoin is called Satoshi. And I hope we will be able to, I'm not really sure we are at this point yet, but I am looking forward to a society in which we value everything in Satoshi. I want to go and ask my Mama Mboga, that's the lady who sells groceries, can I be able to buy your groceries today in 50 Satoshis? So that's the kind of future I'm looking forward to. And yeah. So, the hardest money always wins. So as humans, we tend to always look for go towards the hardest money. So this is the matrix, if you understand it. So maybe just go back a bit. What you're trying to tell me that I can trade my Bitcoin for millions someday. No, I'm trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to. We tend to go towards the hardest money because we are working towards the future. The future is always a concern for humanity. It's an uncertain future, and we tend to want to prepare our resources for our future and make sure that it will be there to serve us. And I think Bitcoin is currently the hardest money. It would have been gold, but gold is not easily accessible to everyone. In Zimbabwe, as per now, they're even, because their currency is bad, and they're even being prevented from transferring gold. There's a cap on how much gold they can be able to transfer. That's happening as per now. And for me, I want to work towards maybe establishing circular economies as much as possible by encouraging everyone. And in fact, tell someone to pay you in Satoshis, and that way we can be able to, get this done someday. So I don't believe we shall ever have good money again before we take it out of the hands of the government. We can't take it violently out of the hands of the government. All we can do is by some sly, roundabout way, something they can't stop. That is by F.A. Hayek.